Right, we are here at Wingate Farm and great to catch up with Jake Stockton. Firstly, Jake, thank you very much for getting me up here and what a beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Paul.
Here in Wagga, heartland of New South Wales breeding, if you like. We'll just discuss it then about the amount of winners that come out of this area. It's a prolific breeding area, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of mares bred in the Riverina, and a lot of good breeders and good commercial breeders. Yeah, and a lot of good horses.
And you get that great variance. You get the really good horses and you can get the great bread and butter horses that I think all of us aspire to get.
Yep, we do, and we're in a very good position. We're positioned halfway between Sydney and Melbourne. Not far to pop over the border, and not far to headquarters of Menangle either.
We'll touch on some of the eligibilities, if you like, of the farm and the situation and how it does work with breeding and people, I suppose, maximising their return. But here today to promote a couple of new stallions. Firstly, that must be one exciting for you, getting some new stallions into your ranks here for Wingate Farm.
Yeah, wrapped with Get Father Nuno.
Yep.
Full brother to Captaintreacherous. Best blood there is in the world today. And then we've gone out on the left field and we've got a trotter, which is new for the Riverina. As far as I know, there's been a trotter stand around here, so we're very excited to have him, son of Cantab Hall, which is the sire of sires, as far as trotters go at the moment. So yeah, wrapped with him, and can't wait for this season.
I joked there before about you starting to have to watch trotting races when we were doing the more formal presentation, if you like, of him. But it's not hard to do now because there are so many more trotting races, like the trotters are going, and it's great that New South Wales have embraced them. And it works two ways now with you as well, because having horses dual accessible, if you like, for Vic breds and and that's if you're in Victoria, as well as blue here in New South Wales, but also the Queenslanders. Again, another state that is growing. You say you go out on a limb, but it's almost a no-brainer for breeders now to have trotters in your ranks, isn't it?
Well, it is, and we'd been offered a few, over the last couple of years, and we just didn't think they were the right horse and the right timing and everything like that. But I think we spoke about before the way Victoria is, and they're looking. A lot of Victorian breeders are looking for certainty, in prize money and bonuses and the like. And we're getting a lot of bookings coming in from Victoria, breeding to Fast as the Wind, which makes them dual eligible for New South Wales Breeders' Challenge, and also their Vic breds. And we just thought we'd jump on the back of the Cantab Hall train, that's rolling at the moment. 3 heats yesterday and the 2-year-old colt, so 2 Father Patricks and a Volkstead, and everyone sees what Volkstead's doing, and he's dominating all over the world, and this horse won more money. He's very much the same cross, we're wrapped to get him. We just thought it was the right year. Hopefully we get rewarded with the breeders. And
he's a very current family. We said there, and there'll be another video going out just purely on him. But Warrawee Michelle won the Hambletonian, about a month ago now, I suppose it would have been. An exceptional 2-year-old. She's got better as a 3-year-old. Current families, it's what you hear. Like, you want families that are relevant, and he ticks that box.
He ticks that box, yeah. Well, Warrawee Michelle being a daughter of Fast as the Wind's sister. And she was just a sensational 2-year-old, won the Breeders' Crown. It's gone on, won the Hamiltonian 3-year-old fillies, same day trotted faster than the 3-year-old colts in Carl. Had 1 or 2 starts since, and she's been unbeaten since. And I think she's she's on an upward trajectory.
She goes around, I think, either this weekend or next weekend at the Red Mile, so you never know what sort of time she might let rip there as well.
That's right, so I think, everyone's, looking at this family, even in the States, so, we're wrapped to get him and stand him in the flesh, fresh semen.
And standing for?
4,000 plus GST.
And then there's
multiples. We'll be doing multiples with all our stallions this year, so multiple mares.
And you can get the New South Wales discount as well, because you're standing here in
New South Wales. You get your rebate there as well. And there also, I think there's an extra $500 on top of the paces for the trotters, an extra $500 trot bonus to breed New South Wales.
Father Nuno, the second of your new acquisitions, if you like. We talk about current families and families that work and go so well. He ticks that box well and truly, being a full brother to Captaintreacherous, and we know what sort of job he's doing here. He's revolutionising it, if you like, the way that people are looking at stallions.
Yeah, well, he's the best stallion in the world. You know, at the moment his stats are just unbelievable. You know, little numbers, and yeah, he's just New Zealand, Australia, America. You know, that family is just the best. So he's very much identical to his brother. You know, on type, he's definitely got. You see him. You'll see on the videos that you might put up later. He's just you know, you look at him and say he's a Captaintreacherous. So.
Yeah. And a lovely temperament.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing. He's going on 8 days since they both arrived, and well, they're both good. But Father Nuno's just yeah, he's just easy, cool dude.
When I rocked up here, true story, there's a concrete slab over there, and Jake was just sitting down on it, and he was on the long lead, just eating the grass. And probably the biggest problem we had with him trying to get the videos is to stop him eating in the grass and parade properly. But he's a lovely horse and a thorough gentleman, isn't he?
Thorough gentleman, you know. And I've bred a few Captaintreacherous in the past, you know, and that's one of their main attributes is their attitude. And I think, you know, it must be a family. I'm hoping it is, and that he passes that the same as what he does. You know, that's half the battle is great attitude for especially young juveniles, and Captaintreacherous is the best juvenile. You know, same, yeah.
Price, seriously.
Father Nuno's 3,000 plus GST.
Yep.
Multiples with him, and especially everyone asked me, is there a tax? Well, there's no tax on any of our stallions.
He's not leaving, no.
No, he's not leaving. So any of our stallions, there'll be no tax. So.
Yeah. Yeah, which is exciting, and it's exciting to know that he's going to be here for multiple years.
Yep, it is. You know, and yeah, we're wrapped, and we'll be supporting him with 10 or so of our best mares. And like I think we spoke before, his bookings are unbelievable for this time of year.
Plenty of interest.
Yeah, and if you're thinking you just ring up later in the season, you may be disappointed because the way he's looking, he may book out.
Yeah. Yeah, which is, I mean, that's great for you guys.
Yeah. Well, it's great for us. It's great for him.
Problem for other people maybe that aren't there. Be Happy Mach, a horse that's very close to your heart. Yep. He's had some solid years.
Solid years, yeah. He's going on his third season this year.
Which is the hardest year, isn't it?
The hardest year, and it probably will be because, you know, Father Nuno's probably going to steal a lot of his mares, and the same as Tintin. But you know, we're wrapped with the reports and seeing the yearlings on the ground now. Like we'll be, I don't know what's there. There's probably 6 or 7 that we'll be selling, and yeah, we can't wait to show everybody how good they are. And
are they as good a type as what he was?
Yeah, and that's the reports we're getting. We are getting people. A guy rang up yesterday, booked 4 mares in. He bred 2. You know, they're yearlings now, obviously, and he's just that wrapped in them. He's booked all his mares into him.
So he's a magic horse. I've said it a couple of times to you. Fortunate enough, I was doing Trot's Vision at the time at Bendigo, and I'm pretty sure it was a Breeders' Crown, the semi-finals of that, standing alongside of him and thought, Chris, you never appreciated the build of the horse. Like, it was just magic.
I think Clayton described him there one day. It was a great description. He said he's like an under 18s footballer. Yeah. You know, back in the in the 16s, he just looked bigger and stronger than everything else.
And a beautiful action. What's he stand for?
He's a 2.5. So and we're doing deals with him. So if you're in New South Wales, he's pretty much for free because he's eligible for the Colonial. So you get $22.50 back for him, and he's pretty close. You breed him for nothing, really.
Yeah. And he's got breeding on his side as well.
Oh yeah, brilliant. And he served a good book, like 86, I'm pretty sure, in his first season. So and some really good mares. So I'm really breed this year. May get rewarded. Going forward. Yeah.
And then the last, but certainly not least, although he does seem to get undersold a lot, Tintin In America. Firstly.
Yep.
He continues to do the job. We're just looking then at the results of the blue. We're going back through them, and he just knocks up leaving winners, doesn't he?
I just, it really astounds me that people haven't. Some people have, but not everyone has worked it out. That Tintin In America. There's other stallions that he competes with. They do leave winners, and so does he. But he's one of them few that can leave the next level. Like he can leave you, he's got the fastest mare in the world still at 46 and a piece.
And we forget how good she was, Shatin. She was just a freak.
And not only her, and he's got, Inter Dominion horses, Narano. I think he won his both heats Inter Dominion this year.
Yep.
The list goes on and on. He leaves you that really good horse. The horses he's competing with, they leave winners, yes, but he's, he leaves that, he can leave you that next level, and I think anyone that's looking for a proven stallion, he's pretty much an outcross stand of most mares, and he's never really matched up with just the one dam line, you know, like you can really go to him with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
And you know, he's bred in the blue, he's colonial, he's pretty much a free throw at the stumps, and he's proven that he can leave as good as any horses there are.
He's almost at, if you like, Riverina. He's what you and I were talking about the Riverina here.
Yeah.
He is that horse, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And
he'll leave your bread and butters, great ones that'll just continue to earn money for you, but you can have your really good ones to the top of the pops.
Well, that's right. The blue the other day, you know, the 3-year-old boy's the fastest qualifier in 150 dead. Was let us nip, you know, like he leaves just that, you know, the next level ones, and you know, he's his fee still hasn't changed. You know, we'd do deals with him, and anyone wants to, you know, mix and match, just give me a call and we can work out what, you know, a good deal.
He's just a lovely, lovely horse. I said there before we did 2 videos. I will say we'll probably put this one out first, but we'll also have a little bit more in-depth discussion about both stallions, and they'll sneak out in the coming weeks. While we're on the stallions, the best way to get in touch with you?
Is to give me a call. Paul had my number there, but you always give me a call. Sometimes emails get left there for a day or two. If you want to get in touch, just give me a call. If I, you know, leave a message, if I don't answer, I'll get back to you.
Wingate Farms, mate, we're, as I said, here in the Riverina. You breed, you race, but you breed to sell as well. Your stallions, are you enjoying it?
Oh, I'm loving it. You know, we decided to go this way. We do the boys, and we don't do any outside mares now on farm. We just send the semen out. But we've built our numbers up to breeding 30 again this year. Bred 28 last year. That's about where we want to be. You know, out of them 30, we can sort of, you know, get around that 25, 23 to the sales every year and do the stallions. It's, you know, there's 3 of us here full time. So yeah, it's a good lifestyle. The place is looking really good. And
it looks magic.
No, we're wrapped, and we think, you know, we're just happy. We're in New South Wales at the moment. Things are looking up, and it is a great positive state at the minute, isn't it? Things are going to grow, which is cool. Yeah, really cool. And you know, I think in years gone by, the selling side of it, you know, especially selling in Sydney, you know, most of the buyers that come to me, they're all asking, you know, we want to see what horses you got that are blue, you know, because things are getting tougher and economic times are getting tougher, and I think the easiest way to get out of these horses is to breed these blue, you know, breeding the blues. Easy, you know, one race you got your money back, you know. I think that's the way we're going.
The sales side of things, do you enjoy that part? It can get a bit frustrating, and it's probably, I don't think, right at the time, I don't think anyone really enjoys it, the sale day, and even, you know, the lead up to and just after. But, you know, sitting back when the dust settles, do you enjoy the yearling sale time? Yeah,
I've always loved the breeding side. We had to go out training and that, you know, I don't mind odd one here and there, but I take my hat off to people that train big teams. Like, it's just crazy, but you know, they probably say I'm crazy with the breeding, but I love the breeding. I do it because I love it. You know, the stallions has been new to me for the last 3 years. We've always sold, bred to sell, but we're loving it, and we think we're down the right path. Like when we started, even with the trotter and everything like that, I always said I wouldn't stand a horse that, you know, I wouldn't breed to myself. So,
and with the trotter, like just on that, you bought mares just recently, just to make sure you can get numbers to him.
Make sure we get numbers, and you know, I bought one especially for the cross. It's very similar. When I breed to him, it'll be very similar to Warrawee Michelle. So it'll nearly be a three-quarter in blood, like on the page. So put a bit of time into that one, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get something half as good as her.
And it's one of those things, those keep you going for a little bit longer as well. If you know, like you bought the mare, you're going to serve this year, you've got to wait 12 months. Effectively, then you've got to wait another 12 months. So you'll have your next project and your next project on. That's one of the cool things I think we probably don't sell enough. You dream when you're breeding horses and things like that. It's 4 or 5 years in the making, nearly, isn't it? Before you see the results, and hopefully they come off. Yeah,
they do. And like I said, my dream originally, and I've lived it out, and I hope I keep doing it. But you know, with Stand and Be Happy Mach was born here. We sold him, purchased him back. Now we stand him at stud, and to see his first foals on the ground last year, and someone that looked exactly like him. He leaves them, you know, pretty much like himself. He does stamp them big and dark, and.
Where does the dream stop? So with him, is it like you want to see his horses win?
Yeah,
or would you one day want to stand one of his sons? Would that be the ultimate? Or not?
Maybe one of his sons. That'd be good. But you know, I will get just as much satisfaction of seeing somebody else breed one, and hopefully you know, they can win a big race, win the bred in the blue with his first crop of 2-year-olds or something like that. You know, that'd be the that'd be better than owning it myself, you know. So that's the dream.
And it is a cool thing, and I think we undersell it. You said there before about Victoria, and you know, plenty been said about it, but we undersell, I think, the enjoyment that you can't put a dollar value on, if you like.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know, and I mightn't get anything out of that, but the thrill I'll get out of that will be, you know, unbelievable.
Yourself and Jake, Jack, sorry,
yeah.
and you're Jake, he's Jack. I don't know how you come up with that, but anyway. And then Roger, you enjoy it. You guys have a bit of fun, a bit of banter in between swapping Stallions over. There's a bit of banter,
we
and
have a bit of banter, a bit of fun. You know, we run a good show, and you know, everything's going good. We did a bit of in the quiet time. We did a bit of breaking in this year, and you know, a bit of pre-training, just while things were quiet. We all got away and each had a holiday. But yeah, now we're ready to go, and the next couple of weeks we're ready to get these boys busy.
Is this it for Wingate Farm, or have you got more things in the pipeworks?
Well, at this stage we'll just I think 4 is a good number with the Stallions, and yeah, like I said, 30 is where we want to be at. We've only got 150 acres here.
Yep.
At this stage, that's just the perfect amount to rotate paddocks and have everything looking good all year round without overstocking. So that's why we decided to you know, just focus on our own mares, do our, you know, pride ourselves on how we rear them, and you know, not do so much outside stuff.
Yep.
And like I said, we just send the semen out for the boys, and just keep looking for that, hopefully to get that next bloody Better's Delight or the next Captaintreacherous. You know, that's what the game's about. It
is indeed. One thing we didn't mention there before, of course, here in the Riverina at Wagga, and you're going to take Captain Nuno to Wagga, which will be this Friday. Friday week.
Friday the 13th. So if anyone wanting a free service, we're sponsoring.
You won't get one there at the track.
No, you will if you win. There's a national rating up to 60, I think, mares race. So the winning owner will receive a free service to Father Nuno, and we'll have him there on the day. We'll have some pamphlets, and he's just that cool dude that won't worry him one bit. So we'll have him up there, and everyone, should get and have a look at him, because if you see him, you know, you'll be breeding to him.
I'll agree with that, and I think I just called him Captain Nuno. It is Father Nuno. That was a mistake on my part, but yeah, no, I agree. Jake, thank you. Thanks for getting me up here and getting these, you know, showing these boys off, and also the farm, and you know, for what you are doing for the industry, because we need, you know, breeders are getting harder and harder. So the fact that you guys are getting bigger and bigger, I think that's what we need. It's great for New South Wales breeding as well. So I think it's very, very important, mate. So well done, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, buddy.